What's going on, YouTube? My name is Brianna, and welcome back. Today, we're gonna be watching this Watch Me Cook Zero Carb Way of Life, Animal Kingdom only. Now, I'm trying to drop a few pounds. Everybody is. Who's not? Maybe this would be a recipe I can use, but let's just see.
It's me, Darlene. I just ran to Rogers and I didn't bring my camera because I had no intentions of doing a tag along or showing you what I was buying, because I seriously was going over there just because I didn't have a beef roast. I might have one in the freezer, but I'm not sure, but nothing was thawed. And of all the different meats that I eat, and I really love all kinds of meat, I think the beef roast is a must-have. I just like to slice my beef thin and just cook that in the pan. I also absolutely love, and almost every meal has bacon ends in it. And then I love pork. You know I love it all. So I went in there to get a roast, and look what I came out with. I came out with 3 roasts.
Almost all of your meals have bacon ends in them. So you telling me if you're making macaroni and cheese, you putting bacon in? Hey, it might be good. Wait a minute. She might be on to something, but we gonna see.
Because they're still on special this week. And look at this baby. I've never purchased anything like this in my life. Woof. It's like I want to put a baby blanket on it and rock it to sleep. I'm going to be cutting this into portions, and it won't take long that this entire thing will be devoured by me and my mother. My mother loves meat too. Instead of just showing you the meat I bought, I thought, since I have something different here, and since I haven't done it in a little bit, I'm going to just let you watch me cook my lunch. I shouldn't say just my lunch. I'm just making a fresh meat mix. I call it my loose meat, and that usually lasts me like 3 days.
Meat?
Depending on how much I make. So I just thought you might want to come and see. So let's head on over to the counter.
She said she making
I am in great danger of my camera right here slipping off the edge. So if I suddenly scream, you know why. The first thing I'm going to do is just cut this up and prepare it for freezing. And this is just over 9 pounds. So if I wanted to make 9 pieces of a pound each, but I mean, I'm just gonna cut pieces, but I know this is going to want to spill out here. I'm going to go to the sink and let this drain. Okay, this is seriously disgusting, but I love it. I'm just going to put this all on a plate, and I will wrap each individual piece and freeze.
Are you going to wash the meat? Because that was a lot of blood that came out, man.
Okay, I'm going to keep this piece here for today. The rest will get frozen. I just wrap each section in a little fold-over baggie, and then all the little baggies get put into another bigger food storage bag. So I'm going to, since this board is already porky, I'm going to be cutting this now to put in my pan with butter. This is a fattier piece, which will be yummies. So I just cut different various slices, or you can, you know, make smaller pieces. So I am just putting this piece of butter in this pan, and I'm just going to put the burner on high for a little bit and let this melt. I'm going to add this meat, then I'm going to wash up, and I'm going to cut some beef. Okay, my butter was melted.
So you're not going to wash it? Where your seasoning at? Oh, I'm skeptical.
And I just threw the pork in, and I didn't have my camera on when I was doing that. So I'm showing you what I did. And I'm just gonna, leave this on high for just a few and stir it around, and then I'm gonna be turning it down to like 7 and letting it cook while I clean up this mess and cut my beef. This is what it looks like, and I'm just turning it down to 7. I'm actually going to do some bacon ends next. Let's see. How about all that? and this. I have this. And I just use tongs to stir it all up. Now for the beef. This is just a shoulder oven pot roast. Oh, let's cut a hunk like this. This I will not be freezing because I will certainly be eating all of this within the next 2 days. This is just going to go into a bag and right back in the refrigerator. I don't eat the cord.
Y'all saw she didn't watch that, right? Y'all saw she did not watch that. She took it straight out the pack. Okay. Chicken may be justifiable not washing it. No, it ain't. We wash all our food. Where is your salt and pepper? At least. You ain't got no paprika. You ain't got no garlic. You know, everybody love a little garlic. You ain't got no season all, no Montreal steak seasoning. Like, you just gonna cook. First of all, you mixing pork and beef. What am I watching, bro? Like, ugh.
Now I have this, and I will just stir that up a little bit, and I'm gonna just leave it like, I have it down to 6 now. I'm just gonna let that cook a little bit, then I'll be adding some ground beef. At this point, I'm going to cover it.
Pork tenderloin, bacon ends, roast, and ground beef?
I can change the angle of my camera now. Where's my tongs? You are free to add salt if you want. I just personally choose not to, especially with the bacon in there. I know it's not pretty. Fuel does not have to be pretty. This is just a way to feed my body. It's not a beauty pageant. I'm just gonna cover that, and I'm just gonna let this sit here for like maybe 10 minutes. Okay, you can tell there's a lot of juice in there. I don't always cook my meat like this. Sometimes I just do it on a hot pan with just some butter, and I just flip it a few times, like if I'm making a smaller batch, because I just like it more fried, I should say, than like boiled. But when I'm making a big batch, I boil it like this, simmer it like this, and then during the day, I'll usually add something else to it. Like tomorrow, I just took a rotisserie chicken out of the freezer. So I'll probably have that, and then I'll warm some of this up with it. Or I might just take some more fresh slices of beef and add this to it. This is just like my side dish. Okay, let's add some ground beef. Bought this yesterday at Walmart. And look, I'm just gonna squeeze out a pound. How disgusting, really, it is. I understand how people think eating meat is disgusting, because I agree, but I love it. Now, generally, I buy ground beef with more fat. This is 93% lean,
More fat.
only 7% fat. But since I cook it with bacon and butter and all that, I'm getting enough fat. When you eat this way, you want all the nice animal fats that you can get, even saturated. The cover back on. Just let that continue to simmer for maybe another 10 minutes. It's been about 10 minutes. I'm just gonna go ahead and turn some of this over, break up the ground beef a little bit more. Give that about another 5 and it should be ready. All right, this is more than ready. I am turning it off. Look at all that loveliness. Oh my goodness. Now I'm just going to get a plate. I eat out of a pie plate because I like some of this nice broth in my plate.
Baby, that ain't broth, that's fat and
what I end
grease.
Up with is my pie plate, freshly washed. Now, since I don't have a main course, I took a rotisserie chicken out of the freezer, and boy, if that was thawed, I'd have a nice breast right there. But since I don't have that, see, I'm going to be going through this meat fast because it's like the main course. Good, good. Oops. Some of my delicious broth. Each time I reheat some, I add a little bit of water and more butter. Last night I cooked 5 eggs. I don't know, like 11:30 or so, and I could only eat 4. So I am putting the leftover egg in my meal. And it's cold, but it's gonna warm up nicely in there. And I like to put a little bit more butter, just
More
because. Let's put a nice hunk of butter right there and let that melt. And that is what I have for lunch today.
What did I just watch? No, I will not be trying this meal because, baby, you just had pork and beef, grease, and you poured it on your plate. Not only did you do that, you added butter and some cold eggs. I'm about to go vomit. So if you enjoyed, make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll see y'all in the next video, man. I'm out.